Welcome to the Real Andy of Beverly Hills Show.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys? I hope that you are having an amazing day. Okay, so if you have been following me, you know that I have been a little bit sick. No, not a little bit. I have been super sick, you know? So I haven't been able to film for the past couple days, and I'm feeling a little better today. So I decided, let's try this. I have been, accumulating all of this news for you guys and all of this tea. But even I don't know if you can even feel it that my energy is definitely not as high as it usually is. So let's see how it goes. To be very honest with you, I'm still like going like this. How are you guys? Right now I'm literally just live on my YouTube channels. I didn't even have the energy to like you know do the whole thing and put like all of the other devices and all of that. And thank you, Mama Freebird. The thing is, like, I think I got food poisoning, but like like to another level. Um, on Tuesday, I went to the gym and I um had like a smoothie, and since then it has been like the worst days I have had in a very long time. Like I have never been sick like this ever before. It really, really took me by surprise. But I mean, like I have filmed with like a flu, a cold, COVID, like whatever. Like I have always been like, okay, I have to do what I have to do. But I was so weak the past few days that I barely had any energy. On Thursday, no, on Wednesday night, um, it was so funny because we had an event, and if you are following me on my Instagram, you probably saw this. We got invited to Paris Hilton's new collaboration with Town Lux, and we had to go. Girl, what I'm telling you that I almost died over there, but like of course I had to go. I met Paris Hilton, and I saw of course Kathy Hilton, which I know her from before. So like we talked for a little bit. I'm gonna talk about all of that probably on my podcast tomorrow. Give you like the whole rundown, but you can see some pictures and some videos on my YouTube channel. I was like, I cannot believe that I am meeting Paris Hilton, and I was feeling so bad, guys. You guys have no idea, you know. Um, my family was telling me like I acted so good because if you look at the pictures, it doesn't seem like I'm like sick. But girl, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. On this pink carpet in front of Paris Hilton. Like, girl. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you all about that in the next episode of my podcast. Hopefully, coming out tomorrow. Um, food poisoning is a nightmare. I was out of action for at least a week. Girl, I have never felt something like this before. Never. Like, to be very honest, I was like, this is crazy, you know? But I don't want to get like into like the thing, like I'm feeling a little bit better right now. I just want to hopefully go through the whole show because there is a lot of tea. I haven't been able to film for like 2 days. This is the third day, so there is a lot of things to talk about. And I just want to like that have that, how you said that, like distraction. So that's why I was like, I'm just gonna come live, talk to you, talk about all of the things that I have been hearing. I have a great show for you today, guys. We're gonna be talking about the Bravoverse, Real Housewives of Potomac. We're gonna talk about the Valley, Vanderpump Rules, Real Housewives of Orange County, and of course, I have tea about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because, girl, you better be ready for this. We're gonna be talking about the Real Housewives of Dubai. Then we're gonna go to the pop culture streets. We need to talk about Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, the traders, and of course the breaking news at the end of the show that you do not want to miss. Okay. If you are new here, please know that this is not my energy. This is not even my setup right now. I mean, guys, I'm literally in bed at this moment. Okay. I'm so just subscribe, because things get better. You can watch all of my other shows, and you get a little bit of who or how I am in the other shows. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So let's start. Let's start talking about this, and I think it's time to just get down into the Bravo verse. Girl. All right, guys. So welcome, and it is time to we are in our Bravo verse. I love my Bravo verse so much, girl. Let's start talking a little bit about the Real Housewife of Potomac because apparently they're gonna start filming in about a month. You know, and there is a lot of questions of who is returning, who is not returning. We have her. I mean, we already know. Candice is out and Robin is out. Um, there's still no word about Nieka, which is insane because everyone keeps saying she's fired, but Bravo has not confirmed anything, and she hasn't confirmed absolutely anything. Now, what I heard is two things, guys. First of all, they are definitely having some kind of conversation with Nieka, but apparently, of course, Wendy is trying to put her foot down when it comes to the hiring of Nieka next season. So I don't know if they're gonna end up, hearing Wendy. To be very honest with you, I do, I like Wendy, but like I feel like she doesn't have any allies, you know. So if you don't have any allies, if you don't have anyone like talking to you, if you don't have anyone other than Candace, and Candace is gone, what is the point of Wendy, you know, moving on next season? And I cannot help but like feeling that they are making a lot of mistakes when it comes to this hiring process, because Nieka to me it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Nieka to me has the style, the lifestyle. I'm sorry, she has the money. She's able to check a bitch. If a bitch needs to be checked. So I just don't understand. Now they're saying that for sure. Of course, Mia Thornton is coming back. Giselle is coming back. Karen is coming back, and Ashley is coming back. And Wendy, of course, is coming back. Now, apparently, they are looking for some new girls, and apparently, at the last minute, Kiarna, Wendy's friend, end up snatching also. What do they hold over there? A flute? Is that flute? I don't know what they hold over there. But yeah, so they stop like she snatched a position. I don't understand, and I'm not trying to be shady because I like Kiarna and all of that, but she isn't she like a hairdresser? Like, is she coming from money? I mean, I think to me, housewives, it's supposed to be the embodiment of luxury and money and women with women and women with money, women of society. Uh, and if they hire Kiana Nieka, how is that even like possible? I feel that that will be it's so weird to me. Honestly, it's so weird to me, and I don't know exactly what direction Potomac is a flute holder. Yeah, a flute. I don't know what direction, honestly, they pretend to be taking. I feel that they are really going to be like making a huge mistake. Like, do they want to make it trashy? Do they want to, um, what they're expecting moving forward with Potomac. I don't understand. Um, let's see. Yeah, so they're set to start filming at the end of the month. All right, guys. So, hi, Crystal. How are you? Hi, Toria. Um, so let's talk a little bit now about Vanderpump Rules, the Valet, Lisa Vanderpump, all of that. Okay, because there is a lot of tea going around. First of all, let's talk about Lisa Vanderpump. She came out recently, and she has been going around, promoting Wolf, promoting the Vanderpump Villa, promoting, Vanderpump Rules, doing the whole thing, right? And on a recent interview, she oh, thank you, Pecan Baby, for the super chat. For food poisoning, take Coca Cola, but it must be completely flat. Oh, I do. I hear about Coca Cola is really good, but flat. Eh. But I'm gonna try. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much for that tip. Um. Well, okay. So they asked Lisa about the whole situation with Mr. Andy Cohen, and how she felt about that. And Lisa basically she said that she 100% supports Andy Cohen, you know, that she doesn't think that Andy should ever step down. Uh He's Dorit out. I was arguing with my boyfriend. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, Linda. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. Okay. So Lisa Vanderpump, she's definitely defending Andy Cohen. She went on and she said, I have a very close relationship with Andy over the years. Andy and I have always had a very playful relationship. I think I have been one of those few people that I have done Watch What Happens Live on their own for many years and had a kind of very connected relationship. And he's playful. He's appropriately naughty, like I am too. I mean, that's what Bravo is most of the time. She also said Lisa Vanderpump said that Andy Cohen's playfulness is innocuous. He is a gay man that we have a lot of fun with. So I am on his side. Damn right, I am on his side. She also said that this allegation seems to come from people that are no longer working on Bravo. And in response to a question about whether the claims will be cause him to leave the show, to leave, she said, "Well, I hope not. I really do." Okay, I agree with that. Girl, I have said this many, many times before. I feel that Andy Cohen is the Miranda Priestley of Bravo, and Bravo will not know what to do. I also like a lot of people think that Andy is like the super head of Bravo, but he's not. He's very influential, but there are a lot of people that are way more powerful than him. The only thing is like we don't see those faces out there. And the people who actually end up making decisions on the shows, uh, it usually not always come down to Andy Cohen by himself. You know what I mean? Now, about the accusations, I have said this many, many times before. I think it's a lot of BS. I do not get it. Between Leah and Brandy, I think the most stupidest, accusations like they have ever done. Leah McSweeney already backed down, from her accusations, of Andy Cohen doing, pasta with other housewives because she knew that she was lying. She knew that she was not gonna get anywhere with that, right? Now, interesting enough, Brandy Glanville, you know, she is now kind kind of like in the clear a little bit, after we talk about this, a producer of Ultimate Girls Trip finally came forward saying like, hey, Caroline Manso, I'm sorry, Brandy did disrespect Caroline Manso, but she did not violate her on any form. There was no sexual harassment. There was not sexual misconduct. There was none of that. Brandy Glanville actually did an interview that I haven't seen her on like a red carpet or anything, and she did an interview with with Bryce Sanders. And girl, I mean, she was looking rough, and she basically says that the whole thing has taken a toll on her. But it's so weird because it's kind of like they're finally giving her like, okay, yes, you're right. But she's saying like she's pissed that it took so long, that it took her to do a whole lawsuit, in order to for them to like have any response to that. But I don't understand, if you want to come um for Bravo, why do you have to come and make all of these stupid allegations about Andy Cohen trying to sexually harass her? It was so weird. But Brandy is kind of like not moving on from the topic. So I'm thinking like, what does she wants to get from this? Because at the end of the day, she is blacklisting herself. She is literally just like, sorry guys, just like sometimes I get like nausea, or I'm still like in recovery. But anyways, yeah, so that's what is happening over there now. Girl, apparently it was reported, I think yesterday, that something about her, let's talk about Vanderpump Rules for a second. Something about her is finally opening its doors. Well, hopefully, apparently, they are saying that May 22nd, let me see if I can find this. May 22nd will be the day that they are finally going to be opening its doors. May 22nd of 2024. A source exclusively it told the U.S. Sun that the sandwich shop would officially have a grand opening celebration, and prior to this, the cafe will have a soft opening leading up to May 22nd. After the grand opening, Something About Her will host a big We Hope Pride party. Girl, okay, so the inside of the shop is ready to go. Everything is still in place, and um, it has been teased on this show. Girl, this is kind of like, tell me you're only opening the store for the show without telling me. You know, we all know that Pride, May, June is when Vanderpump Rules is usually gonna start filming the new season. So they are literally just opening it on because of the show. I have been waiting for this store for so long. Look, I want it to be successful. I want it to be like really, really, really good. But at this point, Something About Her is the new She by Sheree. Like, and I feel that I'm gonna have to like see it to believe it at this point, because girl, it has been just too much. You know what I mean? Hi, Reality Diamond, how are you? Um, so that's what I'm seeing now. Apparently, there is also a piece of tea going around with Something About Her, because apparently one of the problems of why they weren't able to like open sooner was because of the shady chef. Mhm. So apparently, you know that they were working with this girl, Chef Penny. Well, apparently the girl has had a fallout with Ariana and Katie, and then she went on and started doing some shady things, like trade marketing the name Something About Her for herself. So Ariana and Katie will not be able to use it. Girl. I was like, is this for real? Well, apparently, Penny Davidi is uh, owned the trademarks Something About Her through her company, Put a Fork in It LLC. And the lawyer representing the trademark is her husband, Jonathan. There were conversations about several logistical steps to getting the restaurant open and the brand protected. Now, according to some tea that I found on Reddit, guys, listen to this. I just listened to Vanderpump Rules party. Uh, According to them, Ariana and Katie had some time of falling out with Chef Penny, and Chef Penny trademarked something about her, leading to the delay of something about her. This was here at the Valley viewing party, the latest Valley viewing party. Now, it also says that someone says, "Oh, interesting. I just searched for the trademark of the sorry, U.S. Patent Office site. The trademark for something about her is currently pending. The application was filed on August 14th of 2023. Owner is listed as Put a Fork in It LLC. The manager slash signature name on the application is Penny Dabibi Borsuk. The attorney representing the trademark owner is Jonathan Lee Borsuk, Penny's husband. According to the California Secretary of State website, the business, Something About Her LLC, was registered on July 21st of 2021. The original filing lists the principal business address as Ariana's home in the Valley Village. This has since been changed to the Robertson Boulevard location. Both Ariana and Katie are listed as managers. Who's that? That's because she won't be able to pay. That's a chef. I don't I like. We saw her every single time that they have been doing a tasting for something about her. That the girl who was making the sandwiches. I always have I remember watching her and I was like, there is something wrong with this girl. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't know where they find these people, but like, girl, so that's what's happening with something about her, guys. Now, let's talk a little bit about the ballet. Girl, the ballet, the new kid on the wait, what is how you said the new kid on the club? Latino moment, guys. I can barely think right now. It is doing so good. Like that show, it is so good. Like if you love mess, you have to watch the ballet. Like believe me, it is honestly one of the best shows right now on TV, especially since we don't have like any housewives going on. You definitely need to be watching the ballet. Now, girl, let's talk because the right now everyone is talking about the new kid on the block. Yeah, and the club. I don't know where I got that. I can barely think right now. So let's talk about the valley for a little bit because everyone is talking about Michelle and Jesse. That last episode was so messy, but I have to tell you, Michelle is a horrible person. Okay, and I am here to randomly become Team Jesse because apparently, I think I told you guys this on my last show that I was able to make, that Michelle has been unfaithful not once, not twice, but like multiple times. Apparently, this girl is like a serial cheater. Uh-huh. So I'm telling you, like a lot of people were saying, like, oh well, it just she has to like she was not happy on her marriage. Bitch, you have a kid and you are married, okay? And apparently it was not because of this. Apparently, this girl has been talking to guys since like ever, you know, and having the cozy meetings and all of that. Allegedly, of course, uh, but girl, so now it was revealed, that Kristen said it on the last episode that she had a boyfriend, another man, for a whole year. This is literally the female version of Tom Sandoval, girl. You know, so I want to see all of these people, all of the Tom Sandoval haters, to see if they're gonna have the same energy for this girl as well, because both of them are literally the same person. And it's so funny because I have been seeing the comments of like, well, she wasn't happy on her marriage. I was like, girl, shut up. I mean, to me, she's even worse than Tom Sandoval because she was married and with a kid. and she didn't care about that. She still went out there, and she has been texting men, going out with men, and I'm talking like multiple men, and now I mean, they just got divorced. They just got divorced like a month ago, and she is already dating someone, and she's like the happiest that she has ever been. Girl, mm-mm-mm. So, yeah, so crazy, 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 guys. You have to watch The Valley. You have to watch The Valley because honestly, it is a great show. All right, so I'm trying to move fast because there are like so much tea to talk. Um, so let's talk about Real Housewife of Dubai. Okay, girl, the drama is starting to like really show out there. Now, this is not a secret. We have been talking about this for a while. I told you about this like years ago because it's going to be like 2 damn years since they filmed season two, But you know that Chanel Ayan is no longer friends with Lesa Milan, you know. They have a fallout because Lesa. I have been telling you from the beginning, she is a horrible human being. She was just manipulating Chanel, and I think the moment that she saw that Chanel was a breakout star and that she was gonna be able to like handle herself, she was like, "Well, I don't need this bitch anymore." And it's the same thing that Lesa Milan did to Nina Ali, backstab her over and over and over and over, you know. And apparently, it was bad. Okay, apparently it could be one of those fights that they might not be able to move forward because Chanel Ayan is um definitely feeling very betrayed. Okay, now recently out of nowhere, Lesa Milan unfollowed Chanel Ayan on social media and blocked her. Okay, of course, Chanel didn't know anything about this, and she literally posted on X, and she says, "Oh wow, I didn't know I was blocked." And then on another conversation, because Caroline Brooks is actually chiming in about what is going to be the future because she is already seeing the change in people's minds. Everyone is starting to hate Lisa Milan. And I just have to tell you, I told you guys from the beginning that Lisa Milan was not a good person. I'm so sorry, right? And Caroline was the thing with Caroline Brooks is that she is friends with Chanel, but she's also friendly with Lisa Milan, and the three of them, they want, I think Caroline Brooks wants the three of them to be like the little own group as well, But when you have a snake on your group like that, is dangerous, and I think Caroline Brooks is playing with fire when it comes to Lisa Milan because just like Lisa Milan backstabbed Nina Ali and backstabbed Chanel Ayan, believe me, she's probably going to be the next one on the list, and but for now, I think Caroline is trying to defend Lisa Milan, trying to say to people like, wait for the show, you wait to like, why are people like, changing their minds, blah blah blah. It's because, girl, we're able to see through the fakeness, you know. Um, Look what Caroline Brooks posted. She says, "It blows my mind to see how fans can so quickly turn on someone who they say is their favorite without even watching the new season to fully understand what happens. Friendships go through ups and downs. Lesa Milan and Chanel Ayan will be okay. I'm sure of that. Whatever they're going through breaks my heart because there was so much love there. Instead of people being shady and negative, let's encourage these two sisters to make up and squash whatever issue pull them apart." Caroline, bless your heart. Honestly, I bless your heart because I know you want the best, but it's just not gonna happen because you know what? I told you. I told you from a very long time ago, money and fame change people. Okay. And once you get into Housewife and you start receiving all of this love, you have to be smart because, yes, fans will turn from one season to the other. And the perfect example of that is Leah McSweeney. You know, Leah McSweeney, very loved. Everyone loved her for her first season. We were like, Queen Mother. Oh my God. She's everything. Her second season, disgusting, horrible. Look where she is now. You know? So, fame is something that if you don't know how to accommodate it into your life and instead you let it become your whole personality, it will change you. And I have this vision of Lisa Milan from the very beginning. She is a person who is not, that wealthy, who, they are, she wants more than the money. I think she wants the fame, and well, look where she is. And what really comes after this is, Chanel Ayan actually replies to Caroline's Brooks' comments, and Chanel says, I am so heartbroken. I have cried so many months and nights. I have called you, Brooks, during the worst moments of my life. How hurt I have been because of this situation. I lost a person I would have taken a bullet for and loved so dearly. I feel so broken and betrayed. Mhm. And then Caroline's reply says, your girl will be okay. None of us knows what truly happened in depth, but I know how much you love each other deep down inside. All will be well. Girl, we need to address the situation then because I'm so sorry. If she feels this disrespected and if she feels this um betrayed is because of a reason. Okay. I have been saying from season one, even though like I was never really hard with Chanel because I knew that Chanel was being manipulated by Lisa Milan, you know? And I told you these guys. When is Dubai coming back? June 2nd. June 2nd is the new season of Dubai. Um, she Chanel Ayan is a force. Okay, she has a beautiful storyline. She have a beautiful backstory, an amazing family, and she's ready to take the stage, the center stage, But Lesa never wanted that. Lesa wanted to be the number one girl, and I think she felt so powerful using Chanel to get that. So when everyone started being like, "Oh, Tim Lesa, Lesa is amazing," she was like, "Well, you know, now I'm here, now I don't need any of these bitches anymore." And it's like, girl, sit down, you know, sit down. And people are going to start turning on her. And next season is going to be very telling. And I feel that Chanel, finally, without having that voice in her head, she was able to open herself to all of the other ladies, to Caroline Stanbury, create this friendship that they have going on. So it is what it is. Sometimes these shows have the power of show you who really is going to be your friend. How many like huge friendships they were like we were friends for like 10, 15, 20 years and they end up like not being friends anymore on the show. It's the universe ways of telling you like, girl, this is not gonna happen, like, bye, you know um but what can I tell Chanel? I told you so. And I remember, talking to some other people and being like, if Chanel is ever able to break the spell of Lisa Milan on her ear and see the light and start hanging out with the other ladies, she will be part of this show forever. But if Chanel stay being, with Lisa, mm-mm. Now is Lisa gonna keep being here after season two? I have no idea. We're gonna have to wait and see how the next season and the reunion end up happening. But like, if Bravo keep giving us like 2 years spaces between each season, girl, there is just not gonna be any show. Like, bravo, come on. Why are we not having Dubai right now when there is no housewives in the air? And that show has been ready for like so long. Whew. Anyways, so that's what is happening with Dubai. Stay tuned because there is definitely going to be a very dramatic season. Now, very quickly, I saw the sad news. Sonia Morgan is finally selling her house in New York. hmm She got tired, and she is going to be how you said that shit, I forgot the thing where like everyone is like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million auctioning Latino moment. You know what I mean? She's going to be doing that to her house, and she's done so. She's done so with the house. I don't know exactly where she's gonna move next, but sad moment for us, um, housewife fans, because that was a that was a perfect moment in history. But I think now it's time to realize that the old New York is finally done so, and we need to keep pushing forward into the new New York, which, for what I heard, the next season is going. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going. You know. Anyways, fine. So let's talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County. Girl, Tamara and Vicky, that shit is just going to be a mess. A mess. Okay. Now, there are people trying to insinuate that maybe their feud is fake just to get Vicky back into the show. But if that shit was fake, girl, these are the best actresses in the world. Okay. Shannon Bedore and Vicky Gombelson, apparently, they're doing their own show now. They're on the road, and apparently, on their last show, they put absolutely the whole audience to scream "F Tamara," like "F Tamara, F Tamara, F Tamara." Of course, Tamara got a war of this, and she is furious. Okay, furious. And then Tamara posted something. When Vicky told me there's no show without you and begged me to come back, she meant it because it sounds like all they did was talk about me. Whew. Sorry. I haven't talked this much in the past like 3 days. So yes, so that shit is gonna be. I don't know if there is going to be any resolution, to be honest with you. And now Tamara decided to become BFF with Alexis just to despite Shannon Bedore. This is the thing: when you love someone a lot, the fallouts are even worse because of how much love is in there. You know. So I think that's what is happening over here, and I think until they're able to like sit down and have like an actual I don't know. This is going to be messy. I don't know. Tamara, Vicky, and Shannon. Oof, the Tres Amigas are definitely going through it. All right, guys. So that's it from the Bravo verse. Okay. So don't go anywhere because now it is time to go down to the pop culture streets. All right, everyone. I know you're dying to talk about the Real House of Beverly Hills, and we're going to talk about that in the last segment of the show. Okay, so stay tuned for that. But let's talk about the pop culture street for a second because they are screaming, honey, girl. So, apparently, you know that Taylor Swift dropped her like 1,000 song album, and one of the songs was this track to Kim Kardashian, called "Thank You, Amy," and it's very much about Kim Kardashian. Well, apparently, Kim Kardashian is traumatized by the whole situation and she feels humiliated by Taylor Swift. However, she is choosing to not address the situation just to not give it more press to the whole thing. But she is aware that the song is about her. She heard the song, she wrote the lyrics, she knows that shit is going down. Now, the ball is on Kim Kardashian's court. What is she gonna do to clap back at Taylor? We have no idea. We have no idea. Um, Sorry guys, I was just reading like a comment here. Um, Anyways, so yeah, and Kim Kardashian is again, yeah, Freddie, you are right. Kim Kardashian is scared of the Swifties. I'm sorry, of course. You do not mess with the Swifties. You know that. I mean, the Swifties, the Beehive, and the Britney Army are the three more powerful fan bases in the world. You do not want to mess with them, or and the K-pop people. So, but yeah, I think that why I mean, Kim Kardashian has been very shady, with Taylor Swift. So I think that at some point she needs to like take some accountability of that. I mean, I think Taylor Swift is probably reacting to like all of the shady things that have been happening between them. So what is she expecting, right? Now, talking about the Kardashian Jenner clan, there are these rumors going around, gaining track like day after day after day, that Kendall Jenner might be pregnant with Timothy's Chalamet's baby. Mhm. You heard that right. Well, apparently, someone is spilling, the tea. You know that Kylie loves to like have like secret pregnancies, and not say absolutely anything for her peace of mind and going to hiding. Well, apparently she has been completely disappeared from like a bunch of events, and the few times that she has been seen going around, um, she's always wearing like baggy clothes. She's never into glam. She's never like really putting the effort. And the same things happened when she was pregnant the last time. Also, there are pictures of her on her aunt's funeral, and everyone was kind of like, of course, in black, but like in full like black glam. And Kylie Jenner again was the only one wearing like baggy clothes, not in glam, being very chill. Now, there is nothing for sure yet, but you know how it is when it comes to the Kardashians, It's always a secret. All right, guys. I'm trying to move fast because I'm starting to feel exhausted. So, last but not least, this literally just happened right now, but Kenya Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she just dropped a video of she going into like a meeting or something, and there is a sign of the traitors. So we don't know if this is for sure or not, but apparently she's just telling the world that she's going to be on the Traitors season 3. And I have to tell you, I'm living for this shit. I'm living for Kenya being on the Traitors. Like that right there is perfection. Okay, that role was meant for her. But at the same time, I think maybe they won't make it a traitor. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. Sorry, guys, I'm feeling a lot of nausea right now. Okay, let's talk. Let's before we finish the show. Of course, I'm not gonna leave without giving you the tea that you have been expecting. So let's just go into the breaking news. All right, guys, breaking news, everyone, because we need to talk about the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills and the mess that is happening right now with casting and everything else. Okay, girl, I have been talking to so many people, and one thing is for sure, they want mess going on into next season, and I don't know who are they listening to. I don't know what are the direction that they're trying to go, but I heard that they are tired of what the show has been so far. You know, that's why they fire Crystal, because Crystal, according to them, will never give them the amount of mess. Not even about fighting or or expressing yourself, but the amount of mess that they are expecting. Okay, and apparently the two new ladies that they are looking into bringing, they are basically going into their faces and being like, "Bitch, you need to be messy. Bitch, you better be prepared to like bring us what we are asking for." Okay. Now, let's talk about Dorit Kemsley. For a while, I have been telling you Dorit Kemsley is probably going to be out next season. The last piece of tea that I gave to you guys was that Dorit Kemsley was offered the crappy contract, which is Bravo's tactic to make someone go away. Now, what is the difference between being fired and the crappy contract? Okay. Usually, to make someone get back into the show in the future is easier when they go by themselves than if they get fired. Okay. So that's why they are not happy with Dorit. The advertisers are not happy with Dorit. The big heads of Bravo are not happy with Dorit. Not only she has not been giving any substantial amount of drama lately, you know, but um, she has nothing going on for herself. So, and she is becoming this Karen type of person that the advertisers were being like, "Oof, we don't play with that," you know. In this time, people don't play with race, racism, homophobia, any of that, because people will stop buying shit to boycott that kind of behavior. You know what I mean? So all of that is moving into Bravo being like, okay, we definitely cannot fire her. I don't know why. I don't understand. That part I have not been able to understand. And I think that's like a secret from the big heads of Bravo, to be honest with you. But they offer her the very, very, very crappy contract, you know? Um, and apparently they want her to be a full-time housewife with a friend of the show salary. And according to what I heard, Dorit was fuming. Dorit was very, very upset that they will give her that kind of, you know, um, behavior. No, that they will give her that kind of, treatment after all of the years that Dorit has been on the show. Now, my question is, I still don't understand why they want to keep Erica Jane in, but everything is shaking inside of the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. So the thing is, because we all know what the crappy contract means, and now the news are out there that she was offered a crappy contract, if she returns to the show, it will be, a blow on her ego, because she wants to pretend that she is this millionaire person that she has all the money in the world, that she can afford her lifestyle, when in fact, in reality, she just can't. The Kemsleys are going through a lot of financial situations. They have been going through that for a while. The- They have the insurance claims and all of that, but they are not gonna be able to live the kind of life that you're supposed to be having on Beverly Hills, on the Real House of Beverly Hills. So they pretty much want her out. So if Dorit decides to return to the show with the crappy contract, it will mean it's like she's saying to the world, I need the money. That's why I'm taking the contract, because I need the coins, right? So that's why lately, today I was literally reading some news of people being like, Dorit is out. So there is no confirmation if Dorit is out or not. Okay. But what I can tell you is that there is a very, very big chance that she will not return to the show moving forward next season, because she doesn't know what to do. Okay. At that, with the next piece of tea, which is that Kyle Richards actually is very much truth, that she doesn't know if she wants to return to the show next season. Okay. And it's all coming down to money and to how much Bravo is pushing her. Okay. So how you said that? Sorry guys, my brain. The negotiations are in place right now. Of course, she is an OG. She's the only OG left with Teresa Giudice, you know. So she wants a good amount of money, and Bravo is pushing back, saying, "Well, you want that money, then you better start talking. You better be, telling the truth, because we are not gonna give you all of this amount of money for nothing." And I literally heard up to like yesterday that she does that it change every single day with every single conversation that she has with Bravo, if she's going to return to the show or not, which might affect if Dorit also end up returning to the show or not. Like, the whole thing is a mess in Beverly Hills right now, because I also heard that, and this is allegedly, I want to put it out there, but I heard that the new girls that they are trying to get into the show, which it has been very hush hush. We have no information on who they are, but that they want to push into creating drama with Kyle Richards and Sutton Struck. Okay. Which means that those two will be the target on the next season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay. I have no idea what is going to happen over here. There is a lot of things. Weirdly enough, one person who is sure to be part of the show next season is Kathy Hilton. Okay. So I'm thinking, like, are we going to get like Kathy and not Kyle? Is that like a possibility? Do you think that Kyle will be like, oh, you know what? You keep going with the show and I'm just gonna leave? But Kathy, she's only interested in being a friend of the show. She just wants to be there, throw parties, have a good time with the ladies. She's not there for the mess. She's not there for anything. But if Bravo keep pushing a messy, dramatic people, you know, they're gonna ruin it. Just like they're ruining Real Housewife of Potomac. So I'm a little bit worried to see what is going on. So yes, there is a very big chance that Dorit Kemsley is out, but there's also a chance that Kyle Richards will not return, because usually we hear the same thing about Kyle every single year. You know, like, I don't know if I will be back. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know this and that. But this, apparently, from what I heard, for the very first time, it really is. You know, a possibility that she will not return to the show because of her situation, because of the divorce and Morgan Wade, and because of the push of Bravo on wanting her to be truthful, and to be real, and to really put absolutely everything out there. They're basically telling her there is nothing that is uh, uh, nothing that is um I'm telling you guys, I don't know what is happening with me today. Well, I know I'm very sick, but like uh out of how you say that? Out of the bitch need to talk about everything. Okay, let's just leave it at that. She just need to talk about everything. So I don't know. Um Miss Hilton presence made all the other women have to be nicer to everyone. Yeah, maybe, but still, I don't know. I mean, I'm very confused about the future of Beverly Hills right now. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how are they trying. Why this change? We got rid of Lisa Rena because of how toxic she was. Um, why do they want to do this? Is it because they want to now get rid of Kyle next? So they want someone who is able to really take her down. Like, why going after Sutton? It's just a lot of questions, right? So, um, did you see that you are in Kathy Hilton's story on Instagram? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the tea that I have right now. I'm gonna have to end the live right now because I'm not feeling well. So, thank you for being here. I'm gonna try to film again, next week my show. Hopefully, it's gonna be back to normal. If I have the strength again tomorrow, I will do an episode for my podcast. Let's talk about this mess, on Spotify, and I will tell you everything that went down at Paris Hilton event. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. Again, this is not usually me. Usually, I have a lot of energy. I'm in a different setup. The whole thing. Um, Thank you for bear with me. Okay. I love you guys. Follow me everywhere. Like this video. Share this video. Um, Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I love you, and I'll see you around. Bye.